The RMS Queen Mary, launched in the early 20th century, stood as the crown jewel of the Cunard Line, a legendary ocean liner that carried celebrities, aristocrats, and eventually troops across the treacherous seas of World War II. In her prime, the Queen Mary radiated unmatched luxury, boasting breathtaking Art Deco interiors, grand ballrooms, opulent dining halls, and suites designed for the world's elite. For more than 3 decades, she represented elegance, prestige, and the height of British maritime engineering. However, with the outbreak of war, everything changed. Repainted from her iconic black and red into a dull, stealthy gray, she earned the eerie nickname the Grey Ghost. Transformed into a massive troop carrier, she transported thousands of soldiers in a single voyage and became the largest and fastest military transport ship of her time. Yet, the war left behind more than just physical alterations. Within her steel hull, whispers of fear, death, and despair began to linger, creating an unsettling atmosphere. Over time, these lingering echoes would evolve into chilling tales and reports of paranormal activity aboard the historic liner. After the war, the Queen Mary returned to civilian service, once again crossing the Atlantic until her retirement in 1967, when she was permanently docked in Long Beach. Today, she remains a monument to the golden age of ocean travel and, according to many, one of the most haunted places on Earth. Her reputation has only grown stronger over the years, fueled by countless reports of ghost sightings, unexplained noises, and eerie encounters described by visitors and crew alike. Certain areas of the ship are especially infamous for paranormal activity. The engine room and boiler rooms are often considered among the most haunted sections. Once the mechanical heart of the ship, these areas powered her across the Atlantic with roaring steam and steel. They were also the site of tragic accidents, adding to their dark reputation.
The Queen Mary engine room. There is a ghost that is said to haunt this area, and he was crushed in the number 13 water bulkhead, which is right over here.
One of the most well-known stories centers on a young crewman named John Petter, who was fatally crushed by a watertight door 13, during a routine drill. His death was sudden and horrific, and many believe his spirit still lingers near the site. Visitors and investigators frequently report seeing shadowy figures, feeling sudden cold spots, and hearing strange metallic noises in the area. Some even claim to see Petter's ghost in full uniform, as though he's still carrying out his duties. Another hotspot is the first-class swimming pool. Once a luxurious retreat for elite passengers, it has been closed for decades but remains one of the ship's most active paranormal locations. Guests have reported wet footprints appearing on dry surfaces, the sound of splashing water, and fleeting glimpses of ghostly figures. Among the most famous spirits said to haunt this area is a young girl named Jackie. According to legend, she drowned in the pool during the ship's early years. Visitors claim to hear her voice calling for her mother, see her small figure near the poolside, and feel an unsettling sense of being watched. Paranormal investigators have even suggested that Jackie communicates through electronic voice phenomena, leaving behind faint, haunting pleas for help. Other spirits are said to share the space, including a woman in vintage swimwear and another child named Sarah. Sightings of a lady in an old-fashioned bathing suit are frequently reported, often wandering the pool deck as though reliving a long-forgotten moment. The presence of multiple apparitions has led some to speculate that the pool may act as a kind of portal for lingering spirits. Cabin B-340 is widely regarded as the most haunted room on the ship. It was once sealed off for years due to the intensity of reported paranormal experiences. Today, it has been reopened, but many who stay there still recount disturbing encounters, lights flickering, blankets being pulled, and unseen presences moving through the room.
Is this
So
340?
This is movie 340, which is the most haunted room on the ship, and obviously that it's not in use anymore.
Ever since they opened the Queen Mary as a hotel, which was back in 1971, that's when everything started. The guests that would stay here, they would run up to the front desk, say that they hear someone come knocking on their door in the middle of the night. They would open it, no one would be there. Lights in the bathroom go on and off by themselves. And also the hotel mates would come into this room, find the bathroom water running, even though the room had not been occupied for several days. So they shut it down, did some research, came across a report which was dated from 1948, and that was turned in by one of the staff captains. Now that pretty much read, Walter J. Adamson, third-class passenger, found dead in room B226, cause of death unknown.
The ship's Grand Salon, now used as an event space, is another area steeped in eerie legend. Guests and staff often report sightings of a lady in white, an ethereal figure dressed in an elegant evening gown. Witnesses describe her gliding across the dance floor, swaying as if to music only she can hear. Some have seen her reflection in mirrors, while others have felt a gentle touch on their shoulder, only to turn and find no one there. The second-class pool is also known for unsettling activity. Visitors frequently hear children laughing or whispering, even when the area is empty. Shadowy figures dart across peripheral vision, and an overwhelming sense of sadness seems to hang in the air. Many believe these are the spirits of children who perished aboard the ship, possibly due to accidents or wartime hardships. Beyond these specific locations, numerous spirits are said to roam the ship freely.
Jackie, do you like candy? Is that somebody that did that? Is that somebody that did that?
Did someone hear that?
I heard that. I didn't know if it was a stomach or...
No, that
No,
was
it's a candy.
That was a high-pitched child voice.
Oh, that's a...
Jackie, do you like candy? Is that somebody that did that?
Did someone hear that?
I heard that. I didn't know if it was a stomach or...
No, that
No,
was
it's a candy.
that
heard
was a
candy.
high-pitched child voice.
I heard candy.
That's a candy.
Jackie, do you like candy?
One commonly reported figure is the grumpy sailor, often spotted near the bow. He appears irritated, muttering or gesturing as though frustrated, and is believed to be a former crew member or soldier who died during wartime service. Another frequently seen apparition is the woman in black, dressed in mourning attire with a veil covering her face. She is often described as wandering aimlessly through the corridors, radiating sorrow. Many believe she may be the widow of someone lost during the war, forever searching for her loved one. There are also countless reports of disembodied children's voices echoing through hallways and common areas. Visitors often hear laughter or playful chatter, only to discover that no children are present. These moments are often accompanied by sudden drops in temperature or the faint scent of seawater lingering in the air. The Queen Mary has become a focal point for paranormal investigations, featured in shows like Ghost Adventures and Most Haunted. Investigators have spent nights aboard the ship, capturing electronic voice phenomena, unusual electromagnetic readings, and footage of unexplained shadows and floating orbs. In one investigation, a team claimed to hear the voice of a little girl believed to be Jackie calling out for her mother near the first-class pool. In another, thermal cameras detected unexplained cold spots near door 13, where John Petter met his tragic end. Recordings have even captured chilling responses to questions, with voices whispering words like hurt and burning, adding to the ship's disturbing lore.
Do you miss having all the people here?
I know a lot of you were kept here. You were kept here against your will. You were a prisoner of war. You were hurt. What? Hurt. How were you hurt? Burning!
Are you the spirit?
Was once sealed off for years due to the intensity of reported paranormal experiences. Today, it has been reopened, but many who stay there still recount disturbing encounters, lights flickering, blankets being pulled, and unseen presences moving through the room. These accounts, along with countless others, have solidified the Queen Mary's reputation as a place where history and mystery collide. The dim lighting, narrow passageways, and echoing corridors create an atmosphere that lingers long after visitors leave. The RMS Queen Mary endures not only as a relic of a glamorous era of transatlantic travel but also as a symbol wrapped in supernatural legend. Whether one believes in ghosts or not, the stories of shadowy figures, whispered voices, and unexplained encounters continue to captivate all who step aboard. Each year, thousands walk her decks, some leaving intrigued, others shaken, and a few convinced they've experienced something beyond explanation. The Queen Mary remains a vessel where past and present intertwine, offering a chilling glimpse into one of the most mysterious chapters of maritime history.